We're going to get over to Kuala Lumpur. Manoj Menon is Managing Director for Asia at Frost Sullivan. Manoj, thanks very much indeed for joining us. Let's just first of all get your reaction to this. And I just ask you what his legacy within Apple will be.
No, somehow there is something to do with legends. It seems like they kind of die young. I think what Steve Jobs, he really transformed the industry, and I think a lot has been said before. But what really will be missed was, his ability to understand what really consumers wanted, that intuitiveness, that ability to make choices, on what should go into a phone, and those choices which really consumers took up very, very quickly. Those things you cannot institutionalize in organizations, And I think, and through those choices that he made for consumers on the products, on the design, on the way these products will evolve, I think he transformed the overall industry over the last 30, 35 years.
Indeed, but what about within Apple itself? Was it his second tenure when the clock was ticking 90 days before bankruptcy?
I think he really had this entire vision of how this company will transform itself throughout the entire, tenure of his, in Apple, and definitely during his second stint. I think one of the first things he did when he joined Apple back was to take away the name computer. So he could really visualize how this company will transform and connect so many other pieces of the entire ICT industry together. It is definitely his second innings had the most monumental impact, but even in his first innings at Apple, I think the amount of innovations that he brought into the industry, be it with the graphic user interface, I think those are still have had transformative impact across the board.
Now, would it be fair to say that he demystified, perhaps even democratized technology and enabled people who wouldn't normally have had a computer to have one, be it a Mac or even an iPad?
I think, it would be a fair statement. I think, one, he democratized it, and even more importantly, he made it easy for users to be able to access information. We owe it to him in many ways that my dad and mom, who were never touched the computers, today use it very extensively, and they use the iPads to discover and learn, and so also my younger kids. And he's transformed the entire set of people with a span of over 80 to 90 years between separating people and how they use technology to be able to learn, interact, communicate, and have a positive impact on the world.
Manoj Menon, thank you so much for your time there from Kuala Lumpur, joining us. He's from Frost and Sullivan.